My comps are, again, subjectively objective. I have worked on most of these deals. I've got financials and P&Ls going back on them for 2 to 3 years, which is normally what I get when I underwrite a property. They're all underwritten as banks underwrite. They all include, even though you're going to manage the building yourself, property management at 4, 5, 6%, whatever it's really going to cost. Typically, when I do underwriting on a building and put together a sales package, I'll get 2 or 3 quotes from the property managers that I know, a letter in writing saying this is what we'll manage that building for. And I put that in my exhibit. And also we use reserves. The industry norm, the real estate broker norm, is to put out future numbers with last year's expenses and no management and no reserves. And we're going to get into a little bit of due diligence and what to look for when you're buying an apartment building and what you can end up buying that you don't know you're buying, like $500,000 worth of repairs on a $3 million property, because the guy ran his build without reserves, he didn't do any work, and he figured the next guy could do it. But if you run them right, you literally, I've got a spreadsheet, I didn't get it out tonight, but you could go out 20, 25, 30 years, take the cost today of any component, say a roof. In the case study, the roof was $125,000, and that roof's going to last, say, 20 years. You divide $125,000 by 20 years, by 65 units, and you should be putting that much money into your reserve account every year for that roof. So you got it. You're not forced to refi, sell, or do a capital call from your partners. So all of my cap rates include reserves on an apartment complex. You get a triple net, you're buying a Taco Bell or a Walgreens, the tenant takes care of it. That's the only place where you can almost guarantee yourself that the cap rate information is probably real, because the check you get is the net operating income. Gross rent multiplier doesn't lie. I think it's a better ballpark valuation factor. I mean, all these things, GRM, price per unit, price per square foot, capitalization rate, what are they anyway? They're rules of thumb. I mean, not only is every property different, but the way people manage them is different.